Alright, what's up YouTube? Just gonna make this quick video. It is, it's slightly out of focus. This camera's not the best, but whatever. So I just got the Kanger SUBOX kit. Came with the tank, the mod itself. I still have everything else that came with it. Where's the box? Box is right here. It's a nice looking setup. Shout outs to Rise E-Liquid for sending it to me. So one thing I'm having an issue with is the tank. Tank's been giving me a lot of problems lately, mainly because of the 510 connector here. So this is a 0.5 ohm coil that's installed in the tank currently. So just gonna screw it in here. There you go. That's screwed in all the way. Let's go ahead and fire it. And as you can see, it is actually firing, or actually detecting as 1.2 ohms. And this is a 0.5 ohm head. This is the fourth coil that I've installed in here, and all the coils do they have this exact same issue. Instead of being, usually for Kanger I expect them to be 0.5, 0.6, sometimes maybe 0.7 depending on the coil. You can't really see it there, so it went down to 0.9. It just went up to 0.4, and there it's back at 0.8. There's 0.9. Sorry about the camera, it's pretty bad camera, but you can see 1.1 ohm. And I'm just giving it a couple presses here and there to keep the screen on, because it goes away by pretty quick. So I kind of wish it stayed on a little bit longer. But yeah, see, there's 1.7 ohms. And that is my issue with this tank. Like I said, this is the fourth coil that I've installed in here, and they've all given me the same issues. So if I take this off, and here I have a nano. I actually love the subtank line. I have another one here, and I have another one on a different mod that's out of my reach right now, but I have quite a few Kanger tanks. And this is supposed to be a 0.5 ohm coil on here as well. And I don't know if you can't really see it there, but this one is actually reading 0.5. Ugh. There you go. You can barely make it out, but it's reading 0.5. You can see it's firing at 3.5 volts right now. So this tank actually works fine, as well as the other mini tank that I have. This is what the original ones when they first came out. And I've tried that on this tank and a couple other drippers just to make sure that the resistance wasn't an issue with the actual mod. So the mod works pretty good. It works fine. Haven't had any issues with it. The paint coating I like, and I know a lot of people look at this on YouTube videos and they go, wow, man, that's why they give you the tape so you can wrap the battery. But in real life usage, you don't really notice this because it's actually very, very small. So YouTube videos make everything look humongous. Wink, wink. But yeah, if we're gonna pop this one back in, tighten it down, and right now it's reading at 1.4, and I have it set at 25 watts. And if I fire it, it's gonna fire at, see, it just went from 1.6 to 1.7 ohms down to 0.9 and back up to 0.1. So if I fire it, right now it's 5.7 volts that it's pushing through it. You really can't see it. And I'm sorry about the camera, but you can barely catch it up there. So the problem is, yeah, I'm having a resistance issue with the KangerTech itself. So I'll try to get a better camera if I ever upload another one, which I'm, But yeah, and one thing that I've noticed is, and I'll get a resistance meter here. I have my little, shout outs to Mad Vapes. I got this from Mad Vapes. Those guys have been around for a long time. So let me see if I can, there you go. So if I screw it on here, and oh, there we go, we're going to fire it up. You can see it's reading 1.7, and I'm tightening it down as much as I can. It's reading about 1.7 ohms, which is still high. If this was a regular coil, I would expect, if the coil was working fine in the tank, I would expect it to be anywhere from 0.6 to 0.7 on the ohm reader. So there's 0.5, 0.6. So usually the coils, when I check them on the resistance checker here, usually see them go all the way as high as just slightly below 7 ohms, which is fine if it's steady. You know, if it's steady and it doesn't go all over the place, it's fine. But the problem is this is a 0.5 ohm head, and you can clearly see because the wicking hole is humongous on this one. It's there it is. That wicking hole is big, so they don't make 1.3 ohm or 1.5 ohm ones with that style wicking hole, so, unless you're using the old coils, of course. So this is one of the newer coils that came with the actual tank. So if you see there, it's still being funky. But yeah, this is pretty much one of the issues I've been having. And see it wiggle it there. I think I was wiggling the power. Yeah, that's the power. It's no worries. But that's my issue. Is there's something in the tank, and I'm gonna have to say it's something in the 510. So that's causing the problem. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I already sent Kanger email because the shop that this actually came from. Unfortunately, that vape shop, that brick and mortar, does not do exchanges and does not do refunds. So, which kind of sucks, because if you're new and you're getting into this stuff and they don't tell you up front, and then you buy it and you have a problem with it, the most that they're going to do is, when you go back to the shop, is tinker around with it. And then if they can't fix it, they can't fix it. They specifically told me on the phone, because I called them. The shop's like a 45-minute drive for me. They do not do exchanges, and they do not do returns. So all they would do is tinker with it. And they said if they can't fix it, they would contact the manufacturer. Guess what? I can call the fucking manufacturer. All right. So if you're gonna go buy vape gear, just ask the shop what the return policy or exchange policy is, because that kind of sucks. Like for somebody to go out their way to get this and then it doesn't work, and the shop goes, well, you're kind of fucked. You have to do all the legwork, which is pretty much what I got from the conversation on the phone. And I was being very polite. It kind of sucks, but yeah, I already sent over an email to Kanger, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, hopefully I can get another tank, because the mod works fine. Like I said, if I screw this one on here, it'll actually read fine. Yep, 0.5. I know you guys can't really see it, but it's 0.5. So yeah, hopefully they can get back to me. Other than that, I haven't had any problems. The only other issue I've noticed that with this tank, because of the resistance, when I fire it, the battery levels actually go all the way down. So I don't know if this happens with all this the new sub boxes, but I'll notice that the battery indicator sometimes will go all the way down, and you won't have any bars. This is a full battery, by the way, and it's like halfway there. But so I don't know, or I haven't been vaping on this battery very long, and yeah, sometimes the battery indicator's a little fidgety. Like right now, it's working fine. Now it's down to 0.9, and it just went up to 1.1 ohms. So yeah, and yeah, that's so far been my experience with the tank. So let's see what Kanger says to me. I'm waiting for the email. But yeah, shout outs to you guys. Thanks for watching the video, and hopefully I get the result. Oh, one more thing. I will note this. So right now it's reading 0.9, right? And let me fix my focus, see if I can try to fix it here. And there we go. So right now it's reading at 0.9. If I turn the AFC, the airflow control, the resistance will go down sometimes. Now it's at a 0.8. I know you can't really see it, but take my word for it. And now it's at a 0.7, 0.8, and it just shot back up to a 0.9. So let me see if I can get this in focus, and we'll put it right here. So yeah, you can't see it. I'll try to get a better camera for this, or take some pictures or something. Right now it's at 0.9, and it's on the smallest airflow setting. Now we're gonna go to the widest, and now it went to 0.6. So now it's okay, but it's done it before, and I've screwed this tank down all the way. It won't screw down anymore. It's 0.7, 0.6. Again, you can't really see it, but see, now it went down, and I've noticed that if I move the tank sometimes, see, it's just going from 0.9 0.8, 0.7. So the resistance, I don't know, there's something wrong with the resistance there, and I don't want to unscrew the tank. So yeah, this is cranked down pretty much all the way, 0.6, 0.7. And I've had it screwed down all the way before, and I've taken it out and I fired it a couple times, and I went to go take a hit, and I go, wow, that tastes really horrible. And that's because it was at like 1.5 ohms. So yeah, that's my experience so far. Hopefully Kanger can get back to me on this, and yeah, hopefully it's nothing big where everybody's experiencing that. So all right, thanks for watching the video, guys.